We might wonder what plants grew in the gardens of ancient Mesopotamia and what sort of cuisine the Babylonians enjoyed, since the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, built by King Nebuchadnezzar, were one of the wonders of the world. So I decided to show the chefs here at the British Museum a tablet recording the plants in an earlier royal garden to see if it might inspire them. As you can see how small it is. It's covered in writing on both sides, and it is a list of plants. Some of them are straightforward, names that you will immediately recognise, like garlic and onion and leek, and what have we got? Turnip and so forth, cucumber. So these were plants that will be used for obvious cooking purposes. And there are some special Babylonian ones, which I bet you've never heard of before. The best example is this. Down here is a plant called the slave girl buttock plant. Now, I strongly recommend you see if you can't get some of that as an ingredient and try it in some of your dishes.
What sort of dishes they were actually cooking at the time?
Well, we know what they liked to eat because we've got some recipes. We've got some clay tablets, a bit bigger than the one on exhibition here, which tell us what they cooked, how they did it, what they added. And these recipes are all for a series of what you might call soupy stews, that kind of thing as a central dish. And they probably had a sort of flatbread that went with it, and lots of beer as well, which is an important part of it. So, armed with a cookbook of Mesopotamian recipes, our chef Eric decided to make venison broth, omitting the dodder, of course.
I make a venison broth. We add carrots, onion, garlic, thyme, coriander, leek. The browned venison we have here, we add to the vegetables. And also the juice. And we simmer this for about 2 hours to get all the flavor in the broth. So the herbs, the vegetables and the venison make the whole broth nice and flavorful. This will be simmered for 2 hours. And then in the end, it looks like this. And we can have a try.
Inspired by the venison broth, Eric went on to produce a veritable feast of Babylonian dishes.
We have the hummus, bresaola, tabbouleh, stuffed vine leaves, the Babylon salad. It's a mixed leaf salad, marinated with balsamic olive oil and rose water. And we have the spiced lentils, fried spinach. On top there's the grey mullet.
All sorts of fish were eaten in ancient Mesopotamia, in ancient Iraq. Lists of different names of fish. Sometimes we can even recognise the ancient ones, and sometimes we don't know what they are. But it's clear that it was a really important part of daily intake in ancient Mesopotamia all the way through. And this sort of dish, possibly not prepared with such subtlety and such beauty, would be something that any Babylonian would relish for lunch.